April 20th, 1917. Dearest Mother, I hope that this letter finds you and Bertie well. I arrived safely at Squadron 56 Royal Flying Corps at about 10 a.m. this morning, and just after lunch I finally got my chance to fly in formation with Captain Crow in an SE-5AC plane. Oh, she is a beauty and a really fine aircraft. Truly cutting-edge technology. The other chaps warned me that Captain Crow was a bit of a stickler, but I thought they were just pulling my leg, until he made me turn around a second time and line up behind him, precisely to the left and behind him, where he said I should be, before he would allow us to take off. I think he wanted to test my flying ability because he took off so fast and at such a steep incline that I had to be very careful to manage my speed and angle of climb so that I didn't stall out. Still, it was a tremendous thrill to take off alongside another pilot, and seeing the world from above is always a pleasure. I should like to take you for a flight one day, after the war has ended, of course. Today we did what is called a local familiarisation and gunnery test flight, which basically means we did a circuit around the aerodrome so that I could familiarise myself with the area and relocate the aerodrome on my own should I ever need to. But to be honest, I didn't really have much chance to take it in or locate any obvious landmarks, as I was desperately trying not to lose sight of flight lead. I had to stay in very close formation and also not fly into him. I did notice some lakes and ponds which I tried to give a name to based on what they looked like, but a goose biting the Buddha's bottom was the best I could come up with. Hopefully I never have to return alone and I can just follow the other, more experienced chaps in. Finally, we did some shooting. They had placed some enemy barrels in a field and we took turns shooting at them. I had 3 or 4 goes at it in all. The first run was pretty rubbish, as I wasted a lot of rounds shooting at the big white arrow before the barrels instead of actually at the barrels. I was concentrating so hard on hitting those barrels that I almost forgot to throttle up again, and when I eventually did, I only just about managed to pull up over the trees. Once I'd cleared the trees, I realised I had lost sight of flight lead. In fact, I lost sight of him as soon as he dived in for his first attack. Thankfully, I did find him again though, and I got back on his tail pretty quickly. Though it does worry me just how easily objects seem to appear and disappear when flying. The chaps tell me it will take at least 2 or 3 flights before I start seeing the Hun at all. My second approach at the barrels was much better, but unfortunately I ran out of ammo halfway through. Finally, on my third run, I felt a little more at ease and I think I hit a few barrels. I immediately pulled up and reloaded for a 4th attempt, and I felt really confident I could do a good job this time. Then I struggled to remember how to reload, so that took me a little while, but unfortunately flight lead signalled to return to base instead. When we got back to base, I wasn't entirely sure what flight lead wanted me to do, as we circled the base a few times and he didn't land. I thought I was going to follow him in and match his speed in approach, but I eventually realised that he wanted me to land first, so I did. And although I was way away from the runway strip and landed on the rough ground, it was a fairly smooth and safe landing. Once I got to debrief, I was told that I had passed all aspects of the test and that I was cleared to go out on my first proper mission. I am both excited and a little nervous. But don't worry about me. We have an excellent group of decent chaps here, and we will put an end to the Red Baron and his fiendish crew. I will write again soon. All my love, Albert.